Hello everyone, Mike Martin, president of FGCU here. Haven't done a video update for a while, so I thought we'd just pause for a moment and bring you up to date on some of the things going on your campus. Let's start with the pandemic. FGCU has weathered the storm, at least so far this semester, about as well as we could have expected. Our positivity rate remains low. People have been sensitive to the need to be careful. We are now vaccinated just slightly below 60%, and so things have much returned to normal. However, it's very important that we all remember that this pandemic is yet to be completely defeated. There is always the probability that, much like the Delta variant, there will be future variants that could put us back in danger. If you want to do a little homework, you can look up AY 4.2, which is a variant on the Delta variant, which is currently hitting Great Britain. So we want to make sure we don't end up coming back out of this in rather difficult conditions. That means we want to continue to get people vaccinated. We want to continue to respect the nature of a very highly transmittable disease, and we want to take care of one another. So those are things to keep in mind as we continue through this semester and we continue into the next semester. I hope by next fall we don't have to have this conversation, but we're going to continue to have it as long as there's any threat at all that this pandemic flares up again, anywhere, but particularly right here at FGCU. Here's some other good news. It's been an interesting fall. We broke our record for enrollment, which is running counter to the national trends. You may know, nationally, this is the second year in a row that university and college enrollment has declined, this year by 2.2%, yet our enrollment is up almost 4%. It's another testament to really good people at a really good university at a very affordable price at a time when we can serve the community and beyond as an outstanding university. So that's been a gratifying turn of events. We're going to open the single biggest academic building on campus in the next few months. As you know, it's referred to as Academic Building 9 for the moment, but it's also intended to be and will become very soon the home of the Water School. The Water School continues to attract great attention because great work is underway and more to come. We expect that the legislature will give us some additional support for the Water School, which will allow us to build out an outstanding faculty, to attract new students, perhaps launch some new degrees, and one of which will likely be a PhD or maybe more than one, and continue to serve this community by taking on a really very, very profound challenge, and that is addressing all of the water issues in Southwest Florida. So that's been good news. There's always some controversy about how we handle commencement, and I'm going to be straight up. We're going to do the grad walk again in December for a couple of reasons. One is that it has proved to be very successful. There are those who want to return to a traditional commencement, and perhaps we'll get there soon. But the grad walk has really drawn responses that have been very powerful and very, very positive. By far, the majority of people who have responded to any kind of solicitation of assessment have favored the grad walk. We got some press through Florida Trend not long ago, congratulating our folks on coming up with a very good idea. But moreover, it's a way to remain safe, even during a time when we think conditions are better. In the spring, we will revisit this conversation yet again, and maybe in the long run, we'll do one of each or something like that. But for now, December will be the grad walk, and we're all looking forward to having a chance to celebrate every December grad in a very personal and profound way. So that's kind of the big news from campus at the moment. Spring semester will look very much like fall. We'll be as close to normal as possible, but we're going to continue to monitor the situation on campus to bring the best possible science to bear on what we do with respect to the pandemic and continue to grow programs at FGCU that matter. We expect to add a few more majors in the coming years, maybe just in the coming months. We hope to add some additional grad programs. And one of the things that has really stood out in very recent months is the work that's being done to build bridges between FGCU and the major employers of the region. We are working on micro-credential partnerships with several major employers that give our students a jump start to a career right here in Southwest Florida in a very dynamic economy. So stay tuned for that, everyone. Well, with that in mind, I trust everyone will have a good end to the fall semester, that we'll have first a Thanksgiving break and then a holiday break, and we'll be back in January. But between now and then, everyone stay safe, everyone stay well, everyone take care of each other. Go Eagles.